Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mission Sustainability and Self-Betterment. Today is a very cold day, as you already know, especially when you are in the eastern and southern parts of the United States of America. Please do whatever you can to be safe out there, because this is not ideal weather. I love snow, but driving in it is doubtlessly unbearable. And when you have to shovel it, especially as you grow older, it can be painful, especially for your back. But let me tell you what we need to consider, not only for the new year, but in terms of how we live and how we are affecting our health and the environment. Overconsumption. Yes, all of us, including myself, for one reason or another, have to buy things. The trouble is, sometimes we just buy things out of compulsion more often than necessity. And going back to what I was stating not too long ago, this is not ideal weather. This means we cannot be going out just because we want to when there is so much snow and there is very little room for parking. In addition to how cold weather can make you feel uncomfortable, especially for long periods of time. Now, I am not saying you cannot shop or go out to enjoy yourself. There is no harm in that. Also, staying indoors for long periods of time, especially during the winter, is just as detrimental as going out without a good reason, especially during extreme temperatures. But that does not mean you can just be idle. Now, I want to emphasize one thing that I learned on Sunday from a video. And this was from someone who was an environmentalist. She mentioned that we need to learn how to spend out of necessity. And when we want to treat ourselves, this should be for special occasions, especially with regards to clothing or personal care products. I am not saying, once again, you cannot go out to buy what you want, but try to focus more on what you need on a regular basis more than what you want. This is a good way for me and for more people to save money and to use it wisely. Do not allow money to be your master. Likewise, do not have your mind set on the acquisition of possessions. In the Bible, we learn how Jesus warns us against materialism and hedonism. And that is a common motif in the Bible, especially in the book of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. God is not against us having ownership of things. That alone is not good or evil. There is nothing wrong with having ownership of things. But the Bible is against idolatry, and materialism and hedonism are forms of idolatry. There is nothing wrong with pleasure. There is nothing wrong with owning anything in particular, whether it would be a vehicle, a home, or anything that you want for yourself or for your family in terms of need. But what we do need to focus on would be the condition of our hearts. Overconsumption is a byproduct of hedonism and materialism. Yes. And unfortunately, in many countries, especially in the United States of America, that is a serious problem on an individual level and in terms of society as a whole. Let us remember to think before we buy. And we need to ask ourselves, do I truly need or want this item? Could I do without it, or could I make this at home? All of us have our own lives and schedules and our own reasons for doing things. This is not going to be perfect. However, provided that we can learn how to spend out of necessity more than just out of compulsion, we can actually learn how to minimize unnecessary clutter, and we would have a better chance of managing our finances. Remember, have your heart set on the Lord. Do not have your heart set on this world or its problems. Remember, this world we are living in is temporary. Life is too short to be chasing after money or material possessions. All of this is vanity. What makes life meaningful is your relationship with God. Remember, tomorrow is guaranteed to no one. Make sure you make yourself right with God, not because of what you are doing, but because of what He has done for you. Amen. Have a blessed day.